Hi there folks, Jackie here from jmccreates.blogspot.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live in Northern Ireland. And today I have a completely different project for you. I made my grandson this photo album, okay? And it's a Mickey Mouse one. And it's got these little photo bits at the back. It's got these little pull-out photo bits, and I also made my daughter one. I made her, although she's grown up, she's still a princess in my eyes, and I made her a Disney princess one, which I know she will love. But my nephew Tyler saw this one and asked me to make him one, which I'm quite happy to do, but the only thing he's interested in is Real Madrid. Zeke came to visit, wondered who I was talking to. He's missing Daddy, say yes, Daddy's at work. Anyway, the only thing Tyler is interested in is football, Ronaldo and Real Madrid. So you can see immediately my difficulties. I can't get this blinking bow tied, you blinking beastie. Come on, get with the programme, for goodness sake. There, we have liftoff. Anyway, on to Tyler's project. So, what I did was, I have most, if I can find it, I have most of the pages made up, most of the inserts made up. I'm going to show you today how to put together the outer frames, and then I'll show you how to put together the rest. But I just wanted to show you what I did. I went online and I found free Ronaldo pictures, free of all different kinds. Why is that sticking there? And I've already decorated most of my pages with them. What I did was, basically, I found an image, like say this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. I took it into my craft artist and I replicated it, shrunk it down, replicated it, and made my own background papers, okay? And some I left large, like that. And these will go on to like that and flip up and down. Okay, I did the same with that. And with that, some of them I just left big because they were really pretty. Okay, so that was those. Then once I have all the backgrounds done, like in this one, I want to add some decorations. Okay, so I once again went on to and I found some bigger images, or I made them bigger, printed them out onto card and ran them through my brother scan and cut them out, so then I can add these when I've it all put together. So I hope he appreciates the effort I've gone to. Oops, see his legs sticking out. Right, this one hasn't cut out right, but that will be easily fixed. Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo. So these are all the cut apart things that will be going on at the very end. So shall we get with the program and get on to the start of the show? Right, for this you need chipboard that measures 7 3/4 times 6, and you need 2 of those. You need a bit that measures 1 3/8 times 6, and you just need 1 of them. The card to cover that is one piece of 10 1/4 by 8 1/8, and 1 piece of 9 3/4 by 8 1/8. And you want to overlap them. You want to stick them together and overlap them about 3/4 of an inch approximately. Okay, so which piece is the longest? This one. So 3/4 of an inch would be there. Okay, so let's see if we can get our glue to come out and glue. I finally lost the wee nib thing for my glue to cover it, and I had to stick my pokey tool in to open it, and now it doesn't work as well, which is not a bad thing because you have more control over it. But if I stick my head in the way, I just want to make sure that this is level. Perfection. Okay? And that is what you do with them 2 bits. Okay? Before you did that bit, did I move you? I moved you, didn't I? Or did I? No, never. Anyway. What's this I've moved? Right. Anyway. I lined that up and overlapped it at 1 2 3/4. That's all I did. But before that, I actually put it in the scoreboard. I put both sections in the scoreboard and on the short sides, and lightly marked at 1 inch at the bottom, only at 1 inch at the bottoms. Now you can't see that, but I have a light mark about 1 inch, and that gives me a guide of where I want to put my chipboard. Basically, you want roughly 1 inch at the side. I should have done the side too, but I forgot. So 1 inch is about there. Okay, and that would, you would do that on the other side. You would take it in 1 inch, which is roughly there, and down to there, and then your other bit will go in the middle, and you have to leave a gap for them to fold over. So let's give it a go and see what happens. There's no guarantee this is going to work for me just because I've done it before twice. Now, oh, I forgot to say, I got this tutorial to make this album from Effie Ann Cards. Her name is Steph. Her YouTube channel is called Effie Ann Cards. And all I did, now she makes all different sizes. So she did. And I followed a tutorial for one, and all I did was resize it, was take it down a bit. I wanted it a bit smaller. I think the one I followed, she did an A5. Right, wait a minute, because I can't get that on straight. 1 2 3 4, that's right. 1 2 3 4, that would be right. Yes, so there you go. Bob's your uncle once more. She's down and she's not moving. Not for love nor money. Right, next bit. Oh my God, it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Northern Ireland. And my heat has just come on. Oh my word, I'm sitting here in front of the window and I'm absolutely roasting. I'm actually going to have to get up and take my cardigan off for the first time in about 6 months. Oh my word. Good weather in Northern Ireland is not heard of very often. The reason I bought this is because the glue came out well. Because my hands hurt. And now that I've lost the wee thingy, it won't come out as well. And And that's why I put on so much glue at times, is because my hands don't work very well to control it. As someone asked me once. Right, 1 inch is there, and 1 inch is there. It's very hard to see black card. I can't pull my blinds up because the sun is so bright. It's crooked somewhere, but not much I can do about it now because it's wider up there than it is down there. Oh well. Right, then you stick your middle bit on. Where's my pokey tool again? See if I get this come out any better. Right. That's it. That's the way I like my glue to come out. It means I don't have to put too much pressure on it. Now that is just slightly wider at the bottom than it is at the top, but it will not matter. Okay. Right. So that is the outer bit of your thing. The next thing you want to do is get your bone folder. Oh! And run it down the edges. And encourage that up. Like that. Can you see that? Am I off screen? And then do the same at the bottom. And just encourage those bits up. Now, should I cut that off before or cut it off after? No, I think I cut it off before. You want to take a bit off the corners. Okay. Just diagonally cut, leaving about 1/8 of an inch at the corner. Okay, and you do that on all 4 sides. Right, and then you want to make sure that that is nice and tight before you glue it on. Okay, and bring it over and press it. Okay, go around and do the other end. And just bring it over like that. Okay. Right, you want to run this in along these. Two. Okay, before. And then you want to bend it up as tight as possible. Keep it as tight as you possibly can. Okay. And then glue it down. And I'm putting plenty of glue on because you need plenty of glue because this has to last a lifetime. And I'm doing this morning because the man himself is coming over this afternoon and I need to get it put out of the way. I need to get it put out of the way before he gets here because I won't have it finished today. So, oh, my hands hurt. If you've got bad hands, this is not easy. But just because it's not easy doesn't mean it's not worthwhile, because a little bit of pain for someone else's pleasure is worth it in my book. So I was watching Mixed Up Craft this morning, and she did another lovely gift bag that I shall have to have a go at. And my upline Anne Melvin has brought out her very first craft kit today. I'm so excited for her. She's worked hard for success, so she has. Oh, my hand's going to sleep. Right, that was why I like a glue bottle that has the glue to come out easier. My hands hurt. So you can tell this one's not going down the same way as the other one did. Okay, let's give it a good hard press. There. Okay, and that is, if it is slightly sticking out, if you maybe haven't cut it close off enough, all you have to do is snip the tiniest little bit off. Bob's your uncle. Now you have to go back to these bits, and this is where you do this again and bend it up. That isn't sticking right. It's not sticking the way I want it to. Okay, so I'm not sure how long this will take me. I haven't actually timed myself before, although I do have most of the work done, but I'm just being pernickety and taking off little bits there. Okay, that's how you get your bit to go up easy, and as you can see there, that come up, which means it's not stuck right. So we're just going to fill it down in and fill it, make it come up. Brute force and ignorance. Works every time. No, doesn't pay to be ignorant, but it's just a saying. There we go, and that is your outer album cover. Right, what do you want to do next, Jackie? You want to cover the inside. You want to cover this bit here. So do you want to do it in paper straight away, or no, I don't. I want to cut black for it. Right, I'm going to stop you there because I haven't cut the black for the inside. I wasn't sure, I'm not sure I used it on this because these papers are quite thick. I went straight with paper, but should I or shouldn't I? I think I would like one just a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go and cut them and come back to you. Okay? Right, we're back. So I have gone and I've cut a piece of card that is 3.5 by 6, and I want to put that there like that. So where's my pencil? Seek and you shall find. There you go. There's my pencil. Just to make sure that when I put it up I have it where I want it. Now I'm going to glue the center just, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay. And the reason I'm only doing the center is because I want to put my bone folder along those again so that it bends up. And then turn it round and do the same at the other side. Okay. And then glue it down. Okay. Just put your glue on both sides as close to the edge as you can. And you can use double-sided tape, I suppose, for this. I think that's actually how Steph makes hers, but I'm not a double-sided tape fan. It takes too long and I have no patience whatsoever. Okay, just bring it up, make sure it's sticking. Right, then you're going to put on your papers. Now, I'm actually putting this on with a tape runner because I printed these and the paper I had, while being okay, is not as strong as I would have liked it. And you want to get it right to the edge, which is why I'm placing it on here where I'm going to, it's not going to matter if I go over because I'll need the glue there anyway. Okay, because I really want it. Oops, don't tell me I run out again. That's 2 of those I've gone through since yesterday. Apparently scrapbooks take a lot of time, effort and supplies. I want to try and get it equal. Okay, like that. Oops. Right, go for broke. Right, where's number 2? Number 2. Why have I that one? I forgot I'd already put tape on this one. Okay, so there we go. That is the outer bit of our album complete. Now we need pages on the outside. Now, I've done one of those and I've printed it onto card this time because it's going to be on the outside and it's going to get a lot of wear and tear, so I have printed it onto card, and I'm going to use glue. Where's my pokey till again? Okay, that's it. There we go. Right, I have to stand up to do this because I can see nothing. I'm going to just run a dry baby wipe over the edge to take off all the glue that may decide to ooze out. Now you can do the back. I have done the back on the other one, and I've done the spine too. These are little Mickey Mouse chains that I got too. I forgot I showed you one. Mickey Mouse chains. And I found them on a site called Every Craft's a Pound. And it's Effie's reason, Steph's reason, fault I found it too. Because she did a haul that she bought, which is where I got the Mickey Mouse papers too, so it was awesome. Right, that is our outer bit. Now we need to put our stack bit in. This will sit in here. You need one piece that is 5.5 by 2 3/8, one that is 5.5 by 2, one that is 5.5 by 1 3/4. So they're all the same length, they just go down in width, okay? And you want to score those at 1/2 inch on both sides, okay? All of them, all 3 of them, you score at 1/2 inch on both sides, and then you're just taking the top corners off them. Oops. Right. See how bright it is, but when the sun comes out I can't see a thing. So the scores that you make, they need to be able to fold forwards and backwards. So spend a minute or two taking them forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards, because these are going to hold your pages on, and they'll be going that way and that way and that way and that way. Okay. Right. Then you're going to stick the first one on. Now, I am bringing this to me because the sun has just come out again and I can't see a thing. I'm going to. You want to put this on as centrally as possible. And then the next size, and then the next size. Okay. So which size is the next? Right, that's the smallest one there. So I'm going to glue them all together first. And just kind of make sure that there's the same gap on both sides. Okay. And then the final one. Because it's black card, I can't see properly either. Right, I think that's it now. Okay, and then this comes up, and this one comes up. Okay, the next one comes up, and the next one comes up. And then the final one. And then that all gets glued onto the middle of your album. Okay. I meant to say, if when you finish putting together some are not exactly the same length, etc., you can just trim it off, make them all the one length, and then stick it on. Okay. Right. I'm standing up to do this so as I can see. Okay, and then you just leave that to dry. Right, that's now for the pages, the outer pages, you need 6 pieces of card that are 11.5 by 7 3/4, and you want to score at 5 3/4 down the middle. Okay, and then just fold it in half. And that is your outer page. Now, I need a bit of scrap paper. This is how you don't want a wild lot. The thinnest tape you can find, put it along there. Or this is what I do. I hold my glue along the edge of the card and just run it down. Put a bit of scrap paper behind and fold it over. And then use your dry wipe that you've lost to wipe off the ink. Right. Number 1 rule, look on the floor. That's David's number 1 rule for me. Have you looked in the floor? Right, and then the next thing is you're going to decorate these. So you want a paper on each side. Right, where's the one for the other side? And that is your outer page. That is number 6. Okay, so just add that to them. So that's the outer page, and the inner page is the one that's going to slide inside there. And this is it here. So you need 6.5 by 4 1/4. You need 6 pieces of card that are 6.5 by 4 1/4. Okay. Then your layers will be 6 1/4 by 5. 6 1/4 by 5. Okay. This is Stampin' Up's tab top punch. And this is what we're using for the tabs. My last piece of card, I didn't stick that close enough to the edge, which I should have done, which means this one isn't lined up right, but it's as good. So you mark where it last went, where the last bit. That was the end of that tab, which is this bit here. I marked it and then I stuck the tab on to that bit. But this one's going to have to go over a little bit because I stuck the first one too far over. So do as I say, not as I do, and start at the very edge. Just put it on like that, okay? And then you put your papers on top. And this one's on card, so I can use glue. And you want to do both sides again. That way they can put photographs on both sides. Okay. Right, and that is that done. Okay, so that's your outers, your inners, your frame, etc. Now, I can't start with that one because that one's on there, but these bits here are getting glued over each one of these, like this. You take it down as far as you can go, but without going over. So I'm going to attempt to do one on camera, and then I shall do the rest off camera and come back and show you. Right. So I'm putting a bit of glue. I'm not putting a massive amount on. And then I'm going to slide that over it. As best I can, and center it as best I can. Press. Okay, so I'm back. Unfortunately, it's been a while because I have been in hospital, so I'm not allowed to stand on my feet, so I'm doing this now that I've remembered to finish it off. So I've gone ahead and I have stuck on some of the things I cut out. That's cut out in Stampin' Up's white glimmer paper. These, I bought him some perfect condition football cards. Oh my goodness, £3 and £4 for one card. I spent £25 on 6 cards. Couldn't believe it. But he's worth it. This is just a die from my stash that has actually got the background on it, which I love. This is another football card. This is him and one of his teammates, I think. Well, I had to ask David who I needed to get, so apparently these are his favourites. I know Ronaldo, and I know he talks about Neymar, Ronaldo and Messi. This is the Stampin' Up Celebrate die glimmer paper as well. I used a stamp from my stash and just cut out Ronaldo there. This is another cut apart cut out thing. The word dream is from the Sizzix Tribal Words. And another football card and another awesome Okay, and I put a football card in the back. Oh yes. Now this is the bit I'm going to do today. So I'm going to put in a flip bit, but because it's for a boy, I'm not going to put ribbon around it. So I'm just putting 5 in. These are 4.5 times 5. The black piece is 4.5 times 5, and it's scored on the short side at 1/2 inch. And you do that on all of them, and I've done 5. Okay. Then the white piece is, that's a good question, what is it? 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Our mat is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And you put your glue on here. And I'm just going to turn it that way. And stick it down as straight as you can get it. Okay. Then you're going to take that over and do the next one exactly the same. And you're just going to butt that up to the edge of that. Keeping it as level as possible. Why does that one look bigger? Sorry, that one looked a bit bigger and it annoys me. Okay. So I have been having severe trouble with my eyesight too lately, and it is slightly better at the minute, so I thought I would finish this off while I could. I'm not sure, to be honest, I'm not sure when I'm going to do another project because I'm under strict orders to take it easy, which is extremely difficult when you're a crafter. You need to be up and down and messing about and doing stuff. So I have been making some gift bags. I did one that Sam at Mixed Up Craft did. So I might sit down and do a tutorial for those because they're actually quite easy. And once you get all the stuff together, you know, simply a matter of die cutting and sticking. So those would be our last ones. So why does that one look not as straight as others? Sorry, I'm being pernickety again, I know. I'm a pernickety brat. Right, that's as straight as I can do it at the minute. So, I still have some stuff in here that I thought I would put on the front of one of these, at least, you know, and at least decorate it one, and then you can put photos on all the other ones. Right, so we'll stick Ronnie himself on there. I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate being called Ronnie. Sounds like the two Ronnies. Okay, so I've got some wee, I just punched out some wee stars that from some of the scrap bits of glimmer paper I had. We have another white one. I could do a 3 and 2. Okay. Like that. If I could even it up a bit. Driving in my car. I shall be happy when I'm happy. And that's all there is to it. Are we happy, Jackie? Is the question you need to ask yourself. So, right. What do you think? Yes or no? Oops, roll me around. Ah, sure, go for broke. Sit. Sure, you might as well go for broke. There we go. So, that is the end of the photo album that I made for my beautiful nephew Tyler, whom I miss madly because I haven't seen him with being in hospital. So, and I know for a fact that he will love this when I get him on Friday. So that's it, finished. Then you just put your photos on there. You put your photo in there, on here, here. Okay, on there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And then all of your photos all in the side too. So, I hope you like. I hope you've liked what I made, because, and check out Effie Ann's blog if you want different, or channel if you want different sizes. This is, I think it was a Minnie Mouse one that it says, and the picture is a Minnie Mouse one. I followed the instructions for that, but I just made it a bit smaller. There, this is who Tyler wishes he could be. Oops. I forgot to put in a wee finger hole. So anyway, that is my creation for today. I'm sorry, it's taken me forever to get to the end, but circumstances beyond my control. So I do hope you like this. I'd love you to give me a thumbs up. I'd love you to subscribe, and more importantly, I'd love you to come back for the next one. I'm not sure when it will be, but it will be sometime. Just won't be any time in the immediate week or so. Okay? Thanks for everything. Bye.